Good morning, everyone. Welcome to BODS. Today is day 21. I invite you to take a deep breath, hold it for a brief second, and then just let it go. And let's get started today, shall we? So yesterday, our theme was unlimited. Unlimited, right? So how are you feeling? How's it feeling to every single day take the time necessary to remind yourself who you are? And who you are is unlimited. Who you are is pure potentiality. Who you are is creative energy just waiting for you to grab it and mold it into what you want to create with your life. So that's our whole theme, unlimited. So I'm through accepting limits, the song goes right at the beginning of it. So one of the things I asked you to look at yesterday was, what are you done with? And we've been talking about this, your story. What story are you done with? What limits are you through accepting? And I love the lyric, I'm through accepting limits because someone said they're so. It really is time for us to be the authority of our life. You're the only one that can set limits on your life. And you know what? Don't. It's that simple. Remember who you are and act from that knowledge. Okay, so I asked you yesterday, are you willing to think only those things that will support you? Did you find that difficult? Did you notice in your mind that there are times when you think things that aren't necessarily the most productive things for you to be thinking? Or to think things about yourself that clearly are not going to get you where you want to go. This is important for us to really pay attention to our minds. Your mind is the greatest tool you will ever have to create the life you want. So, are you willing to think only those things that will support you? Are you willing to think only those things that are the truth of who you are? And here's the thing. Someone said to me, I guess it was yesterday, might have been the day before, said to me, but there are other things that are true about me too. It's true that I blah, 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 I did this. I said, no, those are facts. Those are facts that happened because you were dealing with core beliefs that perhaps were going a little rogue, and so you behaved in a manner. And is it the truth of who you are? No, it's the facts, but it's not the truth. Do you see the difference? It's really important that you understand the difference between the facts of life, the facts of your life, and the truth of who you are. They're very different things. The facts of your life is what you've done with the truth of who you are, but it doesn't make you different. It doesn't change you in any way, except perhaps your perception of yourself. So, are you willing to think only those things that are the truth of who you are? And when it comes to your body, it's really important for us to go beyond the facade that is our physical body, right? To go beyond this thing, this shell that we inhabit. To go beyond that and understand that there's something in you that is more powerful, more vibrant, more dynamic than even the body you are happening to live in. So, are you willing to think only those things that are the truth of who you are? You are that which can change anything you choose to change about yourself. And here's the thing. You may come up to me and say, "You know what, James? This is a part of me that I cannot change." And you know what I'm going to say to you? Can you change your relationship to it? Can you change your relationship with it? Whatever that is, because that's what you can do. You always, 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 and I'll say it one more time, always have control over your mind. That's what we're doing here. And your mind will always impact how your body responds, how it shows up. So I also asked you yesterday, are you willing to pay attention to what you're thinking? And if something pops up, asking yourself why you're thinking what you're thinking. You see, our job is to back it up so that we can be really clear why we think what we think, why we do the things we do, why we react the way we react. There is a reason. I'm here in New York City and I'm really having a wonderful time. And I was in a rehearsal room all day yesterday, and then I went to see a new musical presentation last night. And there was a moment I was sitting in the uh, place where the presentation was happening, and I thought to myself, how much of my life is being constructed by my reaction to things in my life, right? Am I asking myself why I react a certain way, why I think what I think, why are my opinions this or that? And I really, really had to make some in the moment enlightened decisions about what I was feeling about being here and being a part of all of this at this point in my life. And my answers were really good. I really got it. I was like, I understand sometimes when I react this way, it's because I'm still reacting from an old model, an old an old paradigm. And yet when I realize I'm acting from an old paradigm, and I want you to think about this for yourself, when you realize you are reacting or acting out of an old paradigm, what do you need to know? Well, I was very clear. You know why you're thinking what you're thinking? You're thinking what you're thinking because you're still acting from that old paradigm. And what's the truth? The truth is I am an an open door and a blank slate that can know whatever I choose to know in any given moment. And I can intuitively tap into the highest, the most, the deepest part of me. And so can you. And we all can. So today I want to talk about your word, the words you say, the reactions you have, the things you hear yourself thinking. Okay? Something said, something ordered or commanded. My word is my law. Is it? Is your word your law? Because here's the truth. Not your words, not the way you distribute words in sentences or reactions, but your word. That indelible mark you lay upon the law that says, I'm serious. This is what I want. This is my word. I am going for this 100%. So what's your word? How strong is your word? How powerful is your word? When you say best body ever, are you instructing the universe that that's what you expect? That's what you want? Or is it just best body ever, three words you put together, but there's not a lot of substance behind it? Because the word I'm talking about, your word, is the word that makes the law, impels the law, compels the law to unfold for you in the exact manner you want it to unfold. So, how's your word? What is your word? And are you clear when you're really speaking your word or when you're just using a bunch of words? So, typically today, today specifically, I want to look at the word no, N-O, and K-N-O-W, okay? But I want you to look at the word no. What are you saying no to in life? Now, this goes both ways. What are you saying no to that perhaps you should be saying yes to? And what are you saying yes to that you should perhaps be saying no to? That word no is a very powerful word. It does not necessarily close something off. It opens a door to something else. So I want you to pay attention today specifically to what you say no to in life, and then pay attention to what you're doing. Recently, I was asked to do a musical, to play a role in a new musical, and I said no to it. I did say no to it finally, based on scheduling and the things I have to do. But I understood that my first no was based on something that didn't serve me. My second no was based on something that did serve me. And it's important for us to know those things. So, what can you eliminate from your life that will make a difference? This is a big question that we ask. What can you eliminate from your life that will make a difference? A number of you have talked about clutter in your life, and we've talked about that a lot. Can you eliminate clutter from your life? Can you clear things up as you go along? Procrastination. Can you eliminate procrastination from your life? Do you know how you do that? It means you finish everything at the moment you're there to finish it. You don't let it go. Even dishes in a sink. Clean them up before you go to bed. Don't wake up the next day with yesterday's dishes. Something to think about. So, what can you eliminate from your life? And this is important, that will make a difference. So, just take a breath for a second. Did something come to mind? Did you hear something when I asked that question? What can I eliminate from my life that will make a difference? Procrastination comes to mind for me. But you know what? I am so on top of what I'm wanting these days. I don't procrastinate much. And when I notice that I'm hemming and hawing, look at that. I gave myself better words for procrastination. But when I notice that I'm procrastinating and I'm hemming and I'm hawing and I'm like, oh, I'll do that later, there's something going on. That's what we want to get to. There's the juice. There's the meat of this. So, what can you eliminate from your life that will make a difference? Maybe it's wishy-washy thinking. Maybe you can eliminate that oh maybe this, maybe that, being confused. Eliminate confusion. Whatever it is. And it can be something like I'm going to eliminate dairy from my life because that doesn't work for me. Okay? So what can you eliminate from your diet that will make a difference? I just said it, dairy. That's actually, I think, what I'm going to eliminate all day tomorrow. Any form of dairy. What can you eliminate from your diet that will make a difference? These are important questions to ask. And how we answer them really is as much about your word as anything. Can you speak your word and say, that's gone from my life? I'm no longer procrastinating in any way, shape, or form. I'm no longer allowing clutter in my life. I'm no longer allowing loose ends to show up in my life. I'm eliminating clothes that no longer fit me and that I no longer want to wear. I'm giving them to other people, a place where they will be useful. There you go. I can eliminate that. Somebody said to me the other day, I can't really get rid of these clothes because they look really good on me when I'm heavier. I was like, do you want to be heavier again? No, but just in case I am, I went, don't even leave that door open. You will never need those clothes again. There's your word. I will never need those clothes again. Period. End of sentence. So, what can you say no to that will make a difference in your life, in your diet, in your relationships? Maybe you want to say no to anxiety. Just say no to anxiety. I'm no longer interested in being anxious. Or maybe you can say no to being disagreeable. Any of you disagreeable for no reason except that it's kind of your nature? Just say no to it. There are many things we can look at and say, I'm going to say no to that. I said no to something yesterday. I Something came up and I looked at it and I went, I don't need that in my life anymore. And I literally said no, X'd it out, and got rid of it. So, what can you say no to that will make a difference in your life? So, today, I want you to see how easy or how hard it is for you to say no to things. Find out if you're someone that has a hard time saying no. Maybe you have a hard time saying no to people. Maybe you're always helping everybody else. And I know there are a few of you on here that have written about that it's so easy for you to give over your power, your time, your energy to other things when there are things you need to do for you. Even screwing up your diet because other people are around and they want to eat different things. I have very often these days, I'll say, I can't go to that restaurant. It won't have anything that I want to eat. And I won't. I won't go because what am I going to eat? Something that won't be particularly healthy. So I want you to see how easy it is or how hard it is for you to say no to things. Say no to people. Saying no to yourself when your cravings come up. How easy is it for you to say, you know what? I hear you. I know what you're about. We're going to say no to this. Okay? Steve Jobs said this. It's only by saying no that you can concentrate on the things that are really important. God, this hit me like a ton of bricks. There are so many things that I have on my to-do list or on my backlog of, oh, when I get around to it, I want to do this. I want to write this. I want to sing this song. I want to write this musical. All those different ideas. And I realized this recently. I was like, God, I need to start saying no so that I don't fill up my schedule with things that they seem like I should do them or they'd be something that I would do, but are they as important as what I want to say yes to? It's only by saying no that you can concentrate on the things that are really important. So I guess my other question to you is what's really important to you? And are you saying yes to that? And are you using your know power, K-N-O-W, your know power, your knowing power to eliminate what doesn't work so that you have the time and the energy to do what you want to do in your life, including eating healthy, exercising, finding the time to do all of those things that make you feel better. So here are your directives. No and no. What are you going to say no to? And what are you willing to know for yourself that will help you say no when you need to? What do you need to say no to? I want you to make a list, and I want you to do it. When you make this list of things you need to say no to, just do it really fast. Don't think about it. Don't like go into this whole, well, I could say no to that. Just see what comes up. Just write them out and then play with that list, okay? Pay attention to the easy, hard part of saying no. What gives you a struggle? What causes you some anxiety around this, okay? And what's behind the no. Really pay attention to what's behind that part of you that may have a hard time saying no. What's behind that part of you that doesn't want to say no, even though you know you should. You know you should say no. Okay? That's our job today. Our theme today is while unlimited is still our theme, no, this no longer works. This no longer fits. And I know who I am and what's best for me. So here's your health tip. Number 21. Today, say no to something in your diet that you know you need to eliminate. I've already decided I'm eliminating dairy from my diet, which means when I go down for breakfast this morning, I am not going to have the muesli, which is filled with dairy, or the Greek yogurt that I've been eating. It somehow doesn't feel as good in me, although I like it. So I'm going to be getting rid of the mucus of the dairy for at least for all today, maybe for a long time. So what are you going to say no to? I bet it came up already. I bet something hit you already. And share it with me on the blog. I'd love to know what you say no to. And make it your word. You know how powerful your word is. Speak your word, not just a string of words. Affirmations are strings of words without the belief behind them. They are just feathers in the wind. Speak your word and know what is yours to say no to. And that is our BODS for today. So everybody take a deep breath if you would. And we will, here we go. Where are you, my little song? Here you are. Got it. There we go. Okay. Ah. Can I say thank you to all of you for being here, for being a part of this? My life is better because you are here with me. My life is more rich because we're all doing this together. I am getting so much out of reading your blogs. I'm getting so much out of doing the work that we're doing. So thank you. Thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for being part of this consciousness. And thank you for knowing who you are and knowing who I am and being willing to say no when it's necessary. All right, everybody, have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I will see you, or you will see me, tomorrow. Namaste.